This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Michael Darville, in giving an update on the pediatric COVID-19 vaccines the government has been trying to gain access to, says he anticipates 24,000 doses of the vaccine in country by the 25th of this month. He says the government is also looking to get access to the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines for children 6 months to 4 years old.
We're looking at doses for juvenile vaccines as well. It's important for us to follow what is going on in the world and to implement the same protocols in the country.
Noting that in the country there are currently over 40 hospitalizations, and in preparation for a possible spike in cases, Dr. Darville says funds have been put aside for major repairs to the Princess Margaret Hospital, and the government has also allocated for emergency facilities to come into the country.
The strategy is to go to our tertiary facilities and start the repairs, mainly brick and mortar. That don't happen overnight. That requires, first of all, the architects to come in. Then you have to have the engineers. Then you have to plan the scope of works. And then from the scope of works, then you have to issue a contract. It's a process. But while that's happening, we are planning some emergency assistance for our facilities in the event that things get even more out of control.
As of July 9th, 2022, there are 168,994 people who have been fully vaccinated against the virus and 158,631 people who have only received one dose. The Ministry of Health recorded 12 new cases of COVID-19 in the country on Monday. Director of the Pan American Health Organization's, or PAHO's, Department of Communicable Diseases and Health Analysis, Dr. Marcos Espinal, says we can feel confident about the use of child vaccines and trust that it will be effective when used as advertised or advised by the health officials. His comments come after Minister of Health Dr. Michael Darville revealed on Tuesday pediatric doses of the COVID-19 vaccine are scheduled to arrive later this month.
Specifically for children, the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine, which I understand is the Grand Bahama is receiving, it's being officially recommended for children between 5 and 12 years of age. And more importantly, all the data point at we see more mortality, more hospitalizations in people that are not vaccinated as compared to people that are vaccinated. So Bahamas can feel confident that this vaccine can be used and will be doing well to the children.
Dr. Espinal says although no vaccine is 100%, in the case of the incoming vaccines, Bahamians can be confident that they will benefit the children. 24,000 doses are expected to be in country once again by July 25th. Health officials are currently following samples sent from the Caribbean to determine whether 2 new subvariants of COVID-19 are present in the Bahamas. This much, according to Dr. Jairo Mendez Rico, Pan American Health Organization, or PAHO's, advisor of the Infectious Hazards Management Unit. He says while subvariants BA4 and BA5 have been detected in about 40% of the samples sent from the Caribbean region, there are no reports of any which are from the Bahamas.
On the other hand, as you know, BA4 and BA5 are classified as sublineages of Omicron, and they have pretty much the same behavior. We know, for instance, that they have an increased capacity for transmission, even when we compare it with Delta, and that they can efficiently evade the immune response. Nevertheless, we have no evidence indicating that these particular sublineages are more aggressive or severe.
The advisors say at this time, health protocols such as social distancing, sanitizing, wearing masks, and vaccinations remain useful to control the progression of any variant.
I have to say that most of the mutations that have been identified that are different from BA4 and BA5 and in the region outside the spike protein, which is the most important in terms of transmission and spread. So far, only sporadic cases have been reported outside India. We have reports from Germany, UK, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Australia, New Zealand, and only one case has been reported here in our region in Canada. Nevertheless, we don't have right now any particular insights or any particular data regarding more increased transmissibility. So we are keeping an eye on that, but so far, is not a particular concern here in our region.
And finally, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, Chester Cooper, said the coconut has become a $14 billion industry worldwide. He pointed out that coconut water has become a major industry around the world and has become a part of the Healthy Lifestyle Initiative, and the bark of the coconut has been used to make jewelry and other souvenirs. So with a festival like the Coconut Fest, Pelican Point and East Grand Bahama can establish its own economy. DPM Cooper was speaking during the opening ceremony for the annual Coconut Festival, which was held on Monday, July 11th, as part of the Independence celebrations. The Deputy Prime Minister said there is much economic potential in East Grand Bahama in spite of the tough times the community has been through following the devastation by Hurricane Dorian in 2019. It was the DPM's first time attending the Coconut Festival. He said the government would love to see more communities develop, grow, and sustain their own economy, because when that happens, it makes it easier for the residents in the community to earn a better living, start new businesses, and improve their economic future. Minister for Grand Bahama, Ginger Moxey, thanked those who helped to organize and prepare the grounds for the festival. She noted that one of the duties of a government is to bring relief to its people and give people a hand up and not a handout. And the Coconut Festival does exactly that. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jarino Saunders. Thanks for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.